All right, folks, I'm back and I'm live in Comer now. I can't tell you when the next train will come through. Last I heard, it was going to be here in about 2 hours. I'm currently set up at my new train watching spot on the, I think, left or right side of the tracks if you're looking from the main street there. This is the spot I was train watching at back in 2020. Or, well, not this exact spot under this tree, but in this general area. Um, Next train up apparently is a work train. I don't know if when the one with the Seaboard unit will be here. It's probably going to be here at like 10 or 11, but due to me having to go and get my family dinner tonight, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay as long as I originally had liked. So, yeah. Not Cordele, Logan. This is Comer, Georgia. I've also got extra supplies for this. I've got a portable. I've got all my extra camera gear like phone mounts, tripod mounts, extra batteries, 2 battery chargers for the camera, portable battery for the phone. I've got all that with me. So yeah. I was tempted to, no, I can't do that. I was going to ask the brewery across the street if they had like an old chair or something in the back that I could just set out here and use for whenever I show up. But I don't want to rob them of one of their seats. Oh well. Who knows? Maybe I could ask some guys to make like a crude chair or something with wood. That way I can just set it out here and leave it so I have a place to always sit and watch trains whenever they come through. Oh well. On the plus side, though, it is pretty out. Got good lighting. And I'm going to keep this camera fixed into this position while I have the Canon fixed in a different position. If I could find some sort of metal or something like a spike, I might put that in on the tripod to try and weigh it down so the wind doesn't knock it over. Excuse me real quick. Well, I found the spike I was looking for. And before you guys ask, this was laying alongside the right of way, beside the old freight warehouse that's off camera to the right. There we go. I'm also going to move the camera back too, just to be safe. And before you guys worry, I've got the phone hooked up to a portable battery charger. Yeah, yeah, it's for my accommodations here at the trackside. Well, that little wood plank I found is my seat. That's my Stanley lunchbox that I've had since high school. I'm using that today as I use it now both as a lunchbox and as a little toolbox for all my stuff that I intend to use, whether it be camera gear, phone chargers, etc. So that's like a multi-purpose box now. Then there's the camera with the mug. And there's the distillery, which I'm not going into unless I need to maybe use the gents room or something. I don't freaking know. Anyways, I'm trying to angle the camera up too because I'm wanting to try and keep it in the normal setting. So I'm trying my best to not have it go into a wide angle lens. And since this other train is coming from Tucker, that means he's going to be coming towards the camera. So I'm going to catch him coming from Atlanta, basically. By having the phone mounted at this position, and then I'm going to catch him going towards South Carolina with the Canon. So if you guys were curious as to why I had the grain train video have two videos of the same train, the answer is simply because I wanted to get them in different directions. I got the phone footage to show him coming, and I got the camera footage to show him going. So yeah, let the waiting game begin. Hey man, that's perfectly fine. I've got time to kill. Though Blake, what time are they projecting the Seaboard unit to be here? Because I don't know if X583 has him or if that's going to be a train that comes in the dead of night. Because if they're sending that thing through in the middle of the night, like 9, 10 o'clock, I can't stay out here that long because then my parents and them are going to be wondering why I'm not back with dinner. Of course, I never gave them a specific time for when I'd be home either. I did tell them one of the Heritage units was coming through at some point today, but that I didn't know when. So, you know, they better not get mad at me for coming home late with dinner or with no dinner at all. Because this time I'm not wanting to miss this sucker. I mean, to be perfectly honest, the fact I got the Chessie unit before was a freaking, stroke of luck. I wasn't expecting to even catch a train that time. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time, I guess. Though I will say this, and CSX, you better be listening. I really would like if y'all just later on repainted the whole unit into the full Heritage scheme all the way through, you know? Huh. Excuse me. I will say this. Next time I come up here, I may bring the truck over here to this grassy area right here. It's flatter off camera to the left, and I may try to park there. That way my stuff is a lot closer, and so I don't have to keep crossing the tracks back and forth to get to whatever I need. I need to just look online and see if maybe there's like a foldable chair or something. Something that you can literally fold up into something about the size of a briefcase or something. And before you ask, those do exist. I did see something similar to that in a meme video called Trust Me, I'm an Engineer. The last clip showed a guy sitting on a chair, and then he got the chair and literally folded it up in multiple ways until it was like I think the size of a briefcase that you could carry out. I mean, I don't know who made that, but that was true genius when it comes to engineering. If I can find where that is, I'm tempted to order it because then I won't have to worry about lugging a freaking like foldable chair around in the back of the truck. Oh well. It'll be an hour till it gets to come. Okay. I just like that it's now a lot quieter. But yeah, to those in the messenger things, in the main chat I sent 2 links. One was for Chef Burger, Chief Burger, whatever it's called here in Comer, and then Maggie's Cafe. I've eaten at both on a few occasions, and the food's good at both places. I highly recommend it. Let me just see pure curiosity. What does this view look like through my main camera? So if I were to have yeah, shout out to Xenia. Oh, okay, Blake, okay. Oh yeah, Blake, thank you for shouting the channel out in the various groups. You did not have to do that, but I guess thank you anyway. I don't know if if the camera's picking it up, but there's all sorts of insects and stuff flying around that are being illuminated by the sun. Trying to focus this thing in, and it ain't easy. I may have to go wide angle. Let me see. Hello. Because there's like some sun glare right here. When I get my hand over it, it's fine, but I wonder, what if I... There we go. So now I gotta remember this little position right here. I know the people doing the lawn cutting here will get mad, but I'm tempted to place the rocks where I know I can put my tripods to keep the sun glare off the lenses. So right here is where I can place this one, and then directly behind me, angled diagonally towards the Main Street parking lot, is where I can put the other one. I could just get a bunch of large railroad ballast and literally just build a square shape around where I normally just hang out over here and just let that be my little spot or something. That would annoy them to no end, but still, that'd be funny as all get out. Battery is currently at 78%, slowly rising. Also, who yelled my name out in Colbert when I was finishing up? When I finished streaming and recording, somebody in a passing car, he recognized me because they yelled my name out. I don't know who you were, but hello back to you, whoever you were. I guessed it was probably somebody from my high school, but I can't be sure. I'm surprised anybody would even remember me since I was usually considered the weird kid. Still am. Who knows? Who knows? Gonna work in Palmer for a few hours. How many hours do you know? Because it's currently 6:30 something right now. And they said a work train was supposed to come in. But, I mean, who knows? I'm not doing anything else tonight. I'm just out here chilling. But yeah, I mean, if those of y'all who know me are, I mean, if there's any of y'all who know me and live near like Colbert and stuff, if y'all want to come out here and train watch with me, feel free. You know, I'm not doing anything for the next few days. I won't really be leaving the area till Tuesday because I've got school that morning. But, I will say this, though, the way the sun is illuminating those trees over there, that makes for a really neat shot. I might try to snap a photo of that real quick. Also, I'm seeing a bunch of gnats and other bugs just flying around in the sunlight. I'm sure the phone camera's not picking them up, though, sadly. I'd be amazed if it was, to be perfectly honest with you. You mentioned that before, Metra. I'm going to try some of these color filters. Not to heck with it. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the I'm trying to keep the sun glare out of the what do you call it? Out of the frame, because it keeps coming in around like this general area here where my finger's at, and it's just, it makes it unsightly, to be perfectly honest with you. I think it should be good now since I've moved the camera practically in line with the tree, so the sunlight shouldn't get to it, hopefully. And also, the railroad spike's doing a good job holding the thing down. That's hilarious. Battery is still holding at 78%. Hopefully it holds out long enough for me to catch this train. If I had known the wind chill was going to be a factor, I would have worn jeans. Oh well. Wow. What do you mean, how far is it? I don't follow. Well, if he's switching in Palmer Yard, that's more or less just before Decula, which is, I think, around an hour or two away. And that's by car, mind you. If he's having to do a bunch of switching around there, it's going to probably be like 3 or 4 hours before he gets here. Plus, if he's also a work train, there's going to also be the restricted speed needing to be factored in, too. Don't forget that. I'm going to look for another railroad spike or two along the right of way. Give this camera, this phone's tripod more ballast. Gotta be somewhere around here, probably. Alright, I'm back and I found like 4 other spikes along the right of way that were already removed, so yeah. Huh. Alright. Update, I got like 4 freaking railroad spikes as ballast for the phone tripod. Watch them all just fall every time I reposition the thing. See, funny story, I'm having to move the thing further and further back as the sun sets, because as it sets lower, more of the glare goes around the tree, and it just goes from there. I hope this isn't a nighttime catch, because last time there was barely enough light to do anything. I was able to snap a photo of all this, so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like. Well, hey, A10, if you want to photograph it and use it as a wallpaper, go right ahead. You don't see me stopping you, do you? Hmm. Someone just messaged about Hobo Shoestring. Did they find him? I don't know, Thunderbolt. It depends on how long this train takes. Well, good news is if that train comes, we'll be able to hear him, because when it gets quiet like this, quiet and still, it's very easy to hear him coming. Well, there's all the bugs, by the way, buzzing around in the camera there, center frame. You can see like the cloud of them. Went down to the ground level now due to the wind. Yeah, there they go. They just got blown away. I love you can just literally see when the bugs and stuff get blown around due to the sunlight. But yeah, I took a picture of this exact shot at this exact angle. It's just a little bit higher up. So, if you guys want to use it for a wallpaper, just feel free. I'll send it on Discord once I get done editing it. That'll be either late tonight or sometime tomorrow morning. Because I'm going to try and come out here as much as I can these next few days. Because I don't want to bug my mom and them about taking me anywhere. And my dad's mom is busy watching basketball, so... yeah, Saluda Grade is put on hold. It's been put on hold till the 21st. And that little trip is going to involve me trying my damnedest to get as many photos of the right-of-way as I can before they rip it all out and turn it into a trail. I mean, in my personal opinion, if you're going to make it a trail, please just leave the railroad tracks in place, please. I would think there'd be a way to put the trail in beside it, surely. Or, incorporate the rails. Just literally, you could put the trail, you could literally pour concrete in between the rails, and that would not only keep it in place, but also pretty much give you a set trail thing, in my personal opinion, that would actually make it easier, I would think. Plus, then if they wanted to reopen Saluda Grade, in the unlikely event they ever did, then all they'd have to do is get a jackhammer and just jackhammer the concrete and bust the concrete up between the tracks. There's a place in Griffin where they did that, where they literally made a sidewalk out of an abandoned railroad spur. They just poured the concrete between the rails. I mean, that'd be a good way to preserve the tracks, the literal railroad, as well as making it a trail, I mean, yeah, you'd have to widen it, but you could still leave all the tracks in place, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I think that would be kind of neat, to literally leave the track in place, but then put the concrete. But basically, it's literally just leave the rails in place, but then put like a layer of concrete. Like, say my two center fingers here is the main track. You can pour concrete in the center there, and then pour concrete and handrails here and here on the left and right sides, and then you've got yourself a perfectly good trail that could be used for walking and stuff, but also preserve the actual rails themselves, I mean, I don't know. I just wish if they did a rail trail, they would just keep the rails in. That way it's a genuine, quote-unquote, rail trail. I mean, none of this rail is toxic for the environment. I mean, hell, it's literally steel. It's literally steel and iron, the stuff that was mined out of the ground, Also burb. Yeah, also, there's a bird in the bottom center, if you look closely enough. You can see him moving around in the bottom hand of the screen. Let me try something. Let me try something. Now you guys got to see me do some bird photography live on the stream. I'm going to have to redo the shot. Yeah, I had to get rid of the other bird photo. It was blurry after I looked it over. So that could just be from the lighting. I actually don't know what kind of bird that is. I think it's just some kind of jay or something. I really don't know. I just got another shot of the area. You know, this is just me, but I kind of wish they would put an RS-5T on the Seaboard unit, because I think that horn was what was widely used by the Seaboard. I think it and the K5L were used on most of their engines. I don't know. I guess that's just wishful thinking. Besides, who would actually listen to me about that, you know? I mean, truthfully, who would? Oh, well. Excuse me, sorry. Allergies. I'm going to cross the tracks and get my coat just to be safe. There we go. This is firmly behind the tree, so now it shouldn't be in the having the glare issue. Knock on literal wood, to be perfectly honest. Let me just check with my camera to see if this is all in the shot. Is it? No, it's good. Okay. Yeah, sometimes when I try to frequent a rail fan spot where I can get the best camera angles, if I can find a railroad spike that's been discarded, I'll sometimes temporarily hammer it into the ground pretty much about underneath and around the center point of my tripod, so I'll know where to put them next time I come back. But yeah, Blake, I guess if you want to give me the heads up on the train, just let me know. I'll be sitting on my little plank. I know I said a while back when I started train watching up here that this is sort of akin to this is sort of the rail fan version of, I guess, deer hunting or something. There's the same anticipation because you don't know what you're going to get. There's the same issue of waiting and just being patient. You know, you can't rush either you can't rush either thing, you know, because at the end of the day, well, the only real difference is with hunting, you're on the animal's time. With train watching, you're on the train's time. And once you're committed, you can't exactly just up and leave it at the last minute, you know? Otherwise, you're just going to miss out on what might be the best shot of all. What I mean by that is, you know, with hunting, you might miss out on the perfect buck, or when with trains, you might miss the perfect shot in terms of, you know, a locomotive or rolling stock, etc. Like, for instance, the way that light is... Basically, the way that light's going into the trees there tells me that'll make it for a nice shot once it hits the engine when it passes, if the light's even there. Knowing my luck, it's going to be dark by the time the thing gets here, so I'll be driving back at night. That's what I'm going to say. I really hope my mom and them don't have me do the freaking grocery run, you know, on my way back in. Of course, I've live streamed tons of this stuff before, and they've never bothered to tune in. Why would they? It's nothing interesting to them. But it would show them what I'm doing and where I'm at, so it's not like it'd be the end of the world, you know? Excuse me. But yeah, sometimes I would have put spikes in the ground for a little bit to mark my tripod positions, but more recently I've tried to use railroad ballast rock to help me let me know where my tripod positions are. Of course, the rocks are easier to move. You just chuck them aside if you're moving grass. Speaking of rocks, yeah. Now I've got a more obvious reminder. Plus, these rocks are shaped like arrows, so theoretically I could have one going this way to let me know which direction I need to have this camera facing, and then vice versa. That's funny. I wasn't even intending on these to look like arrows, and yet they are. That's funny. I might need to just keep these rocks here because they remind me of the... They'll tell me where I need to position the tripods next time. Hey, could somebody check this stuff concerning Hobo Shoestring? I know he's been missing, but someone in one of the messenger groups said rip Hobo Shoestring. So did they find him? Could someone see if there was... could someone see if there's any, like, more information? Blake, do you think you or someone else could look? Yeah. I know one thing. I hope... I hope my two flashlights have enough LED stuff for the camera. I just realized that I don't think they have enough light to get the engine. I didn't think about that. Okay, we just have someone randomly stopping over here. Don't know who they are. Have no clue who they are. Oh, well. Maybe. Well, it's nearly been an hour. It's now 7:06. Which means I started streaming at 6 something. Okay. They said the train was going to work a few hours at Palmer, so that could be anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. So he could be here by like 9 o'clock or something, which honestly ain't really that great. Who is that in the car? Kind of concerning, not gonna lie. The more I'm scoping all this out, the more the light fades, the more I'm seeing more photography potential. Now, how's this for a shot, huh? You wanted a wall. You wanted a wallpaper. There it is. Ay, ay, ay. Thank you, Thunderbolt. Time is now 7:09. Oh, God. Well, I can't look at Discord and stream at the same time. I think I can move this forward again now. Yeah, there we go. And now the sun's setting, so I may need to get, I may have to get my lights out. That might be the only other way. Of course, if it gets cold, if this wind gets any colder and as it gets darker, I might have to call all this off early and head home because, well, yeah. I see there's now two people in the chat. I know Thunderbolt's one of them. Who's the other guy? Just curious. Now there's 4 people here. Let me know who y'all are, because it doesn't let me see the participants anymore. Except for when they send a message. It's now 7:13. It'll be an hour and a few seconds. So I started this at, I think, 6:14 or so. So it's now been over an hour or two since I got here and set up. So like 2-3 hours. So I just need an update or two on the train if anyone's willing. So it helps me out a bunch. I just walked all over there and I found evidence of a second track that used to run right around here in the foreground, more or less where the grass is. So that would be right about there. I found ties in the ground up there towards the trees. So that makes me interested. That interests me greatly. Yeah, I'm losing light fast, and it's getting colder. Well, as much as I'd love to see the Heritage unit, I may have to let this thing go. Let's see. Testing the focus. Now 7:25. Oh boy. Man, I tell you, I'm I don't want to leave, but if I don't, Murphy's Law is going to be the minute I start packing this stuff up, it's going to be when I hear him and I got to rush to get it all set up again. I'm going to get my 2 flashlights out of the lunchbox. Okay, I'm going to get my lights out of the lunchbox. If worse comes to worse, I could just move the truck over here and drive up on the grass and I don't know, do something, I guess. You know, I'm starting to wonder if this was a little 2-track yard of some kind, because there was 2 railroad warehouses across the tracks here. They've torn down one, and this other one is probably on borrowed time once the city gets done using it for whatever they're doing, storage or what have you. Then there's another older warehouse that's got holes in the roof further down the track, painted yellow. It seems to me there was like 2 tracks here, and I'm wondering if it was for what this. And I'm wondering if the 2 tracks were for what's now a distillery. Like it has the look of an old factory of some kind. So if they had rail transportation, or if what they were doing in there was shipped out by rail, it'd make sense if there was 2 sidings here, because it would make it easier for them to load it all up, I guess. I don't know. And I can tell there was more than 1 track here at one time, because there seems to be enough room, but beside the warehouses, for there to have been a siding there. Because I think it was the 2 warehouses, and I think the Comer's Depot would have been pretty much where the parking lot now is. It's now the EMT training center. And you pretty much have to know where it is in order to find it, otherwise you'll just drive right through Comer and miss it. And their sign fell over. I'm gonna go, hang on, I'm gonna go fix that for them. The wind is that strong, you know it's serious. See where ballast used to be. Yeah, where we're standing is used to be a little small, like a small yard or something, because I can look at the ground and see where it's been leveled out for railroad track to be laid on it. Of course, that was all probably ripped out and disused in like either the 70s or early 80s. 7:29. If I had worn jeans, this would have been a lot more bearable. Oh well. No big issue. No big issue at all. Yeah, in terms of the light I was wanting to use, this is it. It's I got it at the post office where I work, or beside where I work rather. It's a decent little light because well, it's got this. It's got a good bit of brightness to it. So, you know, if worse comes to worse, I can always use that. I don't know how much light it'll put off, but, you know, something's better than nothing, I guess. God. You know, imagine if Zhenya just told the guys in Palmer to just take their time. That way I have to leave a coma early. Oh, man, that would be so bad. Oh, that'd be funny. That'd be real funny. I mean, I wouldn't even really be able to get mad at that, to be perfectly honest. Well, you know, the only good thing about this freaking live stream is you could theoretically do a time lapse out of it if you wanted to show the sunset. That's still, so, you know, at least there's something, you know? Like, I'm serious. You could literally get all this live stream footage and literally make it into a straight up time lapse if you wanted. And if any of you guys watching the stream wants to do that, you know, go ahead. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Huh, first wood chip truck I've seen all day right there. Oh boy. I see people joining and leaving the stream, but nobody's talking or saying anything apart from Thunderbolt. $7:38. All right. When it gets to 8 o'clock, I'm going to have to call it because then it's going to be too dark to even film anything, much less with or without a light. Damn. You know, Murphy's Law. The minute I'm not train watching is when all the good stuff runs. But the minute I try to go out and catch it, every single time, it always stops. And I never get to see it. God. You gotta be kidding me. Dang it. Yeah, well. What can I say? I've given it the best shot I can. All right, well, once the stream hits 2 hours, then I'm probably going to call it. Either that or until it gets dark, whichever comes first, I guess. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Let me see here. You're good.
Disrupting your field of view?
You're fine. I got it turned towards me now. You're good.
Okay, I'm going that way to my house.
You're fine, man. You're
Are
good.
you nosy? Are you photoing or surveying or what?
Well, there was supposed to be a train coming through with one of CSX's heritage units, but seems to be running late. Once it gets dark, I'm probably going to get out of here.
Train enthusiast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got the camera pointed towards me right now. I'm live streaming.
Oh, awesome.
You're good, man. You're good. I'm not saying much of anything.
It's awesome. Like, I just think it's awesome that you're a train enthusiast, man. It's like
There ain't much of it over here, is there?
no, but everybody, man, they come out here all this. I live right there, so I hear them all night and all day. But no, it's good. That everybody needs a passion. They need something that, like, you know, that they dig. You know, it's good. Good for you.
Yeah. Well, you have a good night, man.
You too, man.
There's the guy you were asking about right there. Shout out to that gentleman there in the green shirt. Well, at least the shot to the left is nice, but ain't much really going on. Ah, boy. Boy. Well, if you guys ever wanted to know just how infrequent the trains are on this line, well, here you go. Today's a perfect day for it. But if I'm able to get out of here Saturday morning at a fairly early time, I might be able to catch the railroad's morning rush. I just have to get up early enough, I guess, like 5 or 6, perhaps. That might be that might be a good option. I'll just have to make sure the camera batteries and the portable battery are all fully charged. That way I don't run the risk of anything dying on me out here. And I'll be making sure to wear jeans tomorrow, because it does get fairly cold in the mornings. I mean, to be honest, while I don't mind waiting, it's disheartening. You know? Like, you're told something's coming, you get out here. Thunderbolt, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Plus, I really don't know what I could even do on there now. Like, I have an idea for the mill, but I don't know what I'm going to do for it in terms of its layout. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on over there at that little store or something. but I can hear stuff going on. So I don't know what the hell's I don't know what it is. Well, shit. I tell you, if I if I manage to catch this thing, I'm gonna be amazed. But I wouldn't be also. But nobody on the Abbeville chat's been able to has given any updates. So I guess that tells me the guy's gonna be tying down in Palmer for the night. This might work. As the light gets lower, this should have more of an effect. I may just need to let my mom and them know that I'm going to be out here a little longer than I'd planned. I may go on and do that real. All right, I let my mother know, so she knows I'm still out here. I'm still trackside, and I'm still waiting. What's happening is I went and paused the stream. I had to exit YouTube to text my mom to let her know what's going on. Worry. So the thing picked up my voice to speech. Okay. Great. Huh, weird. I guess refresh the stream, I suppose. 7:48. All right. Once it gets dark, I may have to call it because it's going to get too damn cold for me to stay out here. And I haven't received any updates from the Abbeville chat about the location of that train, so I'm going to just assume he's tied down in Palmer. Because even if he gets done in Palmer, it's going to take him an hour to get up here. So that could be anywhere from 8 or 9 o'clock. And by then I won't have enough light to film, much less photograph. And I'll tell you something else. My main camera, the one I've got right now, it does not have a good light sensor. And if there's not enough light, well, then I'm in trouble. I'm in real trouble. Unless I could convince Comer to add some street lights for this parking lot, because then I could have a safe spot to train watch without any issues. So I guess that's wishful. I guess that's wishful thinking, that now, though, isn't it? Although I was just thinking, I could move all this back across the tracks to the parking lot, and then reposition my truck to where it has its high beams on. Basically, what I mean is, if it has its high beams on, then theoretically, I could just stand in front of it, along with my camera and all, and then I could still film the train in proper lighting. Well, albeit barely. I'd have to have it facing the warehouse, though, so it would be a bit botched, but it would also, I would think it would direct the light towards the side, towards the train, I would think. Hell, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. And I haven't heard anything from my mom, but I've told her where I'm at, so it's not like I didn't tell her. I basically told her, that I'm still out here in Comer waiting for the train. that I'd be back once I've gotten him. And I simply said whenever that may be, meaning whenever, meaning it may be anywhere from 9 to 10 o'clock before I get home. Of course, now the sun's set enough to where I can literally just put this camera right out here in the open if I wanted to. Yeah, now I'm basically hell-bent and determined just to stay out here to catch this damn train. If that doesn't tell you how determined I am, I really don't know what else will. And now I can literally just bonk this. Oh god, that didn't work as well anywhere near like I was thinking. I'm trying to hang my flashlight in the tree, but that doesn't seem like it's gonna work. Alright, what about this? Very low lighting. Very, very low lighting. I don't have a chair out here that I can use or leave or whatever. Oh, well, at least I got some more photographs, I guess. Oh boy. Well. What can I say? I gave him a bit. Oh, great. Well, I just got my answer. Somebody gave an update. Still working. Palmer hasn't come out with the pickup yet. How long will that take? Oh, crap. I can't do the voice thing, can I? Damn. All right. Oh, great. Yep. Well, I heard back from my mother. She just said okay, so that just gave me the opportunity to stay. So, all right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get all this across the tracks. I'm going to reposition the truck and just see if maybe I can just sit in there and wait on him. And I may stop streaming. And I'm more than likely going to stop streaming because of the fact that the battery may end up dying. Yeah. Actually, the portable battery already has died. So, once, 2014 or 15, I'm going into stream. And I guess, you know what? Hell, I don't know what to do now. I could just sit in the truck and wait on him. I can just turn the lights on. That might be the best. That may be the only other sort of opportunity I have at this point. So I'm going to turn this camera off. I'm going to get everything across the tracks, and then I'm going to just get set up in the truck and just wait on him and camp out. See y'all then. They'll end up coming in at about an hour, and it'll still take them about an hour and 45 minutes to get here. So I'm going to leave the camera, aka the phone, set up in the truck. There'll still be light and there'll still be battery. Since the battery charger, since the phone charger is the only thing running, that shouldn't take a lot of power out of the battery, theoretically speaking. So, yeah. Let me see if I can't get my old phone mount out. I haven't used it in God knows how long, so I don't know if it'll work in this truck. Alternatively, though... Oh, that works. Oh, that works a lot better right there. Yeah. There we go. Now, given the fact that the... sorry about the windshield being dirty. I've tried cleaning it I don't know how many times. But now I'm going to have the... I'm going to have the camera in wide angle so that you guys can see everything, even if it gets dark. I'm also going to have my flashlight out. Maybe even a lantern. I have a little LED lantern that I could pull out. Though whether or not it's got enough battery life, I don't know. I haven't bothered to check it. But, yeah. Yeah. My camera's sitting up here too. And I'm going to get my phone tripod put up real quick because I'm not using it now. My legs are a bit wonky. That's all there is to it. Yeah, as I just said, that's all there is to it. All right, now there's that. I've also got a smaller flashlight. Though I don't really know just... Yeah, that might work. It's just where to put it is the issue. Then I got the high beams. Of course, I don't know how well that'll work, and you'll have to hear the incessant bell unless I shut the door. On the other hand, maybe not. I'll leave the window down so I can turn the lights on it whenever he gets close. I might be able to lift that windshield wiper up and out. There we go. It's going to look a bit ridiculous, but it's, well, there's the windshield wiper out of the way, somewhat. You can see it in the top left corner of the screen. Yeah, A10. I only filmed in Strasbourg once. In like, I think 2014 or 2015, something like that. And I haven't been back since. So, as much as I hate to say it. Well, nothing on the, nothing on the airwaves. Well, if the guy is coming, I don't see him. Let me see if I can get some water on that. That might help. Oh, I have to start. I'm going to have to start the truck, aren't I? Oh, boy. Yeah, I am, aren't I? Alright, I'm going to start the truck. See if maybe I can clear some of this. Well, actually, you know what? That wouldn't work, would it? No, it wouldn't. Damn. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do this the hard way. And the reason I need all the light is because that other camera, the PowerShot, it does not have a good light sensor at all. It never has. The Rebel has a better night sensor, but even then you have to have some sort of lighting for it to work. Otherwise you can't see anything. I'm going to put the camera in the back. You guys are gonna laugh like hell. Alright. I'm currently setting everything up in the bed of the truck right now. Man, when I'm doing this, you know I'm getting serious. Alright, I'm annoyed. He's coming. I can hear him. He's coming. I can hear him. Here we go. Hang on. This train's coming from South Carolina. What train is that? Well, you guys will see him first. Well, there was the work train. That was the work train. But still no damn heritage unit. All right. I could